Dude, you see
pushing the pod, do, pushing.
Excuse me. Hello, everybody.
Liberty Bibberty.
Liberty, the Liberty line.
You want to throw that in the, since the Twitter chat doesn't exist anymore, you want to throw it?
Yeah, I got you. Copy link. And we're in the mix. Alrighty. Fire when ready, Griswold.
Get ready for some Philly sports talk. Sixers, Phillies, Flyers, and the Birds.
He's an ass. Get him the ball. You can make plays.
Just shut up and enjoy the greatness.
There's a lot done back here.
It makes you less happy, which is exactly what I want.
Let's do it. 3, 2. Philly!
Hello, everybody. Hello, Philadelphia. Welcome back once again to yet another edition of the Wolves of Broad Street podcast. As always, my name is Ryan Conway, and joining me is my illustrious co-host and wartime consigliere, Sam Glavin. And, of course, we have our incomparable producer behind the glass, Seamus G, put together that little intro video. It may be short, but it was no small feat. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
No small feat.
Very good.
Sam, it's been a while, so I figured you know.
Yeah.
Before we get into the craziness, NFL, MLB coming back, etc. How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I've been hit with a little bit of a reality check. I mean, I'm in my last half of college or undergrad, and it's kind of crazy, dude. Like, I'm graduating in 60 days, which is insanity. We had a nice spring training trip down to Florida where we went 7-1, which is pretty cool, against some pretty good teams too.
I knew you got wins down there. I didn't realize.
Yeah, we went 7-1.
Decided to smoke the hose down there.
Yeah, well, technically 6-1, but we'll get to that a little later. We'll get to that a little later. But yeah, man, I've been great. Coming down in the final stretch with my my theses. That's plural for thesis. And yeah,
man,
good.
Hell yeah, dude.
How about you, man? I haven't talked to you.
I'm great. I'm tired. I'm tired, man. They're so, especially tonight, man. We got the Sixers starting at 10.
That's weird.
Obviously, if you're joining us in the recorded version, and we recorded Wednesday night, Sixers Lakers will have already happened. I'm assuming the Sixers are going to win by 20. And if I'm right there, well, then that'll be nice to see. But oh my God, dude, the Sixers. How about them? It's been a while since we've chatted. I can't even remember exactly how far back it's been in these past 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Did we talk after the Brooklyn game? Have we talked since then?
I don't even remember.
I don't think so.
I don't think
so. Yeah, we've had our up and downs then since the last episode.
Yes.
You know, losing to Brooklyn, losing to the Nuggets, and then you know, losing to. Did we lose to the Magic on Sunday?
Yes.
Yeah, we lost to the Magic.
I think James Harden didn't play, right? Or he played horribly.
No, you know what? My point being is this. The Sixers, after a very tumultuous couple of weeks, Joel Embiid finally takes a rest after playing the most games he's ever played in his career to date, I think. And there's still 11 games to go. He's only missed 11, and 7 or 8 of those have been due to COVID. And they were like pretty much all back-to-back in that one stretch. So Joel Embiid has been a picture of availability. So you've got him going, but given a well-deserved break, James Harden with the hamstring, give him a break. We got Tyrese MVPaxey and Tobias Harris going out there to lead the Sixers against, no one other than the number 1 seed Miami Heat, in the East. And what happened, Sam? What happened? The Sixers went out and smacked them around a little bit.
Beat them up.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because we had games where we expected wins, or we expect, when we played Brooklyn, a lot of people expected that win on our home court. We got absolutely trounced by like 30. This was a game that everyone had us written off. And, I had it written off. I didn't really want to watch, but, I'm watching the game and the score is close. And it just remained close throughout. And then Tyrese turned the burners on and got it done. It's
that kid,
incredible
Yeah.
stuff.
He's been so good. He's been so fun to watch too. I mean, it's so refreshing. I mean, yeah, you like to see your guys who are going to be good, like Joel Embiid, like he's going to play well, right? Like, and it's still fun to watch. But when you see a guy like Tyrese Maxey, who's just been actively thriving, and we didn't expect much from him, we thought he was going to be coming off the bench, like at the beginning of the season, and just the player that he's blossomed into right before our eyeballs has just been glorious, so fun to watch.
Yeah, man. Here's the thing, Sam. Some people take a look at Tyrese Maxey and they go, that's our third star right here, right now.
Mhm.
Then there are other people that say, hey, pump the brakes a little. He's 21 years old. He's a kid. I mean, sure, he played great in the playoffs last year when they gave him some run, but maybe people are saying he's not ready to be that third option on a playoff team, on a contender. And I think I know how you feel about it. So why don't you go ahead and tell me?
Well, yeah, I mean, I just don't know. Like, are they watching basketball? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, he has been the third star of this team. He's even been featured like on ESPN, like as the third star and stuff. And ESPN has no idea what the hell they're doing over there, and they got it right. So like, it's mind boggling. I mean, what part of his game right now do you not see stardom in right now? I mean, maybe down the road, like he gets a little bit of, he gets a nice contract and, he kind of settles down a little bit, but right now, like, how can you not be hopeful?
Yeah, exactly. Like, the thing about Tyrese Maxey that I love is he doesn't seem to be afraid of the moment. Like, obviously you can tell why I love that so much, because we've had players in Philadelphia that are quite literally petrified of the moment.
Yeah.
Paralyzed by the moment.
Some guys who pass the ball, like right under the basket. Yeah,
exactly. Just crazy, man. Regardless, Tyrese Maxey 2 nights ago. Tyrese Maxey 2 nights ago against Miami Heat, going up against, like I said, number 1 seed in a game that we're projected to lose by 9 to 10 points, something like that. And he's going at Tyler Hero like a man possessed, hitting like not the James Harden double step back, but he's hitting step back threes in people's faces down the stretch to ice games right now. And he's doing that without the security blanket of Joel Embiid and James Harden, because Tyrese is more able to make mistakes, obviously, when you're that third star. If you make one, you mess up, it's okay. You got Joel Embiid and James Harden. You're going to make it the points. Tyreek. I was talking a lot about Tyreek Hill today on the radio.
Yeah.
But Tyrese is not afraid of the moment. He's killing guys. And I'm excited to see what he can do in the playoffs. I just want the team to trust him a little more when Joel Embiid, when James Harden are in the lineup. That's something that I think I would like to see more of.
Yeah, and I think that'll happen, after the game he had against the Heat. Like Joel Embiid wasn't in the lineup, James Harden wasn't in the lineup. He's basically the only star out there, doing his thing and trying to beat the number 1 seed in the East right now, and he did his thing. So I think now that that's under his belt, and the other guys on the team can see that, then I think we're gonna go on a roll, man. We're gonna go on a roll. You said something earlier. We only have 11 games left in the season.
Yeah,
that's insane. I did not know that. Wow.
Dude, we're in the slog. We're in that slog of a part of the NBA season where, the good teams, they already know where they're going. The bad teams more or less know what's happening to them.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot, like, obviously Sixers beating the Heat. Who knows what? And people giving the Heat, I do like that people gave the Heat the excuse that they played a back-to-back. And I'm like, literally, so did the Sixers.
Yeah.
Which was weird. Like,
which is why, that's why Joel Embiid and James Harden were sitting, right?
Exactly. So
that's unreal.
Weird. Another thing too, though, that's crazy real quick about the Heat. More specifically, Jimmy Butler, who I miss less every year he's been gone. based on how his career trajectory is. He shot
Sure.
9% from the 3-point line since
bad.
early February, I want to say, or since the All-Star break.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about that game.
No. He's for like a not insignificant stretch. Jimmy Butler has struggled big time.
That's
And
bad.
It is bad. It is bad. So this is, but then also some people are saying this raises the question, like, are the Heat really not that good? Is this a situation where playoff seeding doesn't matter? And in the era of load management, in the era of, aging stars getting hurt and, their team taking a hit, in the era of COVID, where you have part-time basketball players, teams like the Brooklyn Nets are literally in the play-in. So this is one of the years where playoff seeding really means nothing almost.
Yeah, I agree. I think, and especially because, you never know when the Brooklyn Nets are going to be, like, they're the 8 seed right now. They're going to be able to turn it on basically whenever they want. I mean, with the star power that they have. I mean, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, New York is lifting the mandate or whatever that was forcing him to not play in home games. So he's going to be back for all the home games by playoff time, if not sooner. So that's not going to matter. As soon as they get all those guys back and rearing to go, I mean, playoffs is different. So they might even benefit from being that low. Like, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that's the thing. But are you worried about a Nets first round? Are you one of those people that's like, oh, we should try and avoid them in the first round?
I wouldn't want to see them in the first round, if I'm being completely honest. Just because it just sucked. Like, if we would have won that game early on, I'd have no problem with it. But we just got absolutely trounced by the Brooklyn Nets back then, and we had James Harden, and we had all of our guys on the court then. So I don't know. I would rather not see them in the first round, but it might. But then the other thing is, if we beat them in the first round, then it's pretty much smooth sailing. If you ask me, I mean, I'd much rather see the Heat. I'd much rather see later on, obviously, because we're going to be so close in seeding. Are we second in the East right now or third? I don't even remember. But in terms of that, I
know we're 2.5 games out of first.
Okay. But the East is so close. It's
so close. That's what's so crazy is especially this is going to be my philosophy here. I'm not worried about the Nets in the first round because honestly, look, if we say we get the Nets, guess what? We were going to get the Nets at some point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You're right.
So what? We get to feel a little better about ourselves because we beat two bad teams, or not bad, but and then great, we finally made it to a conference championship. It's like, but you still didn't really do anything,
Yeah.
You still didn't really achieve the goals. So if anything, being able to have Doc Rivers say that he made a conference finals is almost worse than just losing to the Nets.
I don't know if it's worse. I feel like losing in the first round,
playoff series loss that gets a coach fired, and we need to see Doc Rivers right now is our Mark Jackson. All right, we need to get him out and get our Steve Kerr in. Okay. He's done what he can. He's done. See, that's what I thought was going to happen with Brett Brown, but turns out Brett Brown was whoever was before Mark Jackson. All right. So this is we just need to get somebody else in there. And also, there are other teams that I'm honestly more afraid of right now. And I know this is not me to say, but dude, the Boston Celtics scare the shit out of me right now.
Stop it,
dude. They are the hottest team in the NBA, and it's not even close. It's fucked up. And look, I know I still think we beat them in a series, but based on how well they're playing, they can beat anybody in a series right now. I believe that. They're the 7 seed.
They're the 7, the 4. Yes, it's the 4 seed. Seamus G is.
Seamus, when you do that, can you just type it?
I can't. They're the 4 seed, I think Seamus is saying. So it's I don't know. They're right behind us, which is fine. The Celtics don't worry me. I think we have so much more star power than them that it shouldn't matter. But the team that does scare me is Brooklyn. It just does, because they've been knocking on our door for forever now, and we haven't been able to face them in the playoffs yet. And that scares me. That scares me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin Durant, like, just by himself, and then with Kyrie Irving's been playing like masterfully right now out of nowhere. So that's been great.
He's had all season to chill out. And you want to know what's funny? Well, he was only going to play like 3 of their last 12 games before they lifted the mandate. So that was going to be interesting to see how that shook out. But I made a bold prediction with Brace. I told him, I said, yo, dude, Nets are going to finish in the play-in. And I really thought that was a shoo-in. Now I'm not so sure. Now I'm not so sure.
Who knows, man? The other thing, and then I'm going to shift it over to the Western Conference a little bit. I did not see the Lakers being this bad. They're terrible.
Dude.
I don't know what's going on. Like, any team with LeBron James shouldn't be that bad. Like,
but so many of them have been. If you think about it through history, how many of those Cleveland teams were really good? Like, how many times did he go up against the Golden State Warriors with a better team than them? Not once. Yeah. Not once did he go. He went in with a spear to face like a machine gun. Like, he had Iman Shumpert a starting lineup. Like, I'm sorry. It's just not. It's just not. And I'm not saying he needs a super team to win, but like, it helps to have a super team to beat a super team. So that's kind of the way it goes sometimes.
Do you consider the Sixers a super team?
No, literally not at all. It's two all-stars. It's like the most basic NBA formula. That's what it was before the big 3, man. You have 1 star or 2, if you're lucky, 2 stars. Dr. J, Moses Malone. Bang. Yep. You got the one guy who's kind of in his prime, and then you got the more older guy that is, really. That's what we got with James Harden and Joel Embiid, except the positions are kind of reversed there. So
I love that.
I love it, man.
I like that too. That's what you're seeing right now with the Heat and their number 1 seed. I mean, I feel like they're just like a team. I feel like we said that before. That they're just a team. They haven't they're not overpowering you with three all-star caliber Hall of Famers. They're not. They're just a very, very well coached team. Eric Spoelstra, man, he's awesome. Yeah,
that's true. But what's great about the Heat is the fact that none of their shooters can play defense. So we basically went out and did to Tyler Hero on Monday night what the Hawks did to Seth Curry with Kevin Huerter. Like and Bogdanovich just put like slightly bigger guys, or just use guys that are better with the ball in their hands to just cook them. And that's exactly what we did to Tyler. We hit like 12 shots all against Tyler Hero in the 4th quarter.
Love that.
Like, I love that shit. I do. I really do.
All right. To wrap this bad boy up on the Sixers segment, let me ask you a question, Ryan. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Are the Sixers going to win the NBA Finals?
I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. Like,
sick answer.
I hate to be that guy, man. I don't see it. It's not like, dude, last year I was like, yeah.
Yep.
And I guess, like, is this team better than last year's? Yeah. Yeah, it is better than last year's. We have a shot. We definitely have a shot. I just need us to play better as a team. And I need James Harden to be a little more efficient. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. To me, like, and Seamus G dropped this in our chat. Has James Harden cooled off?
Totally. Look, I mean, that's been the story all season. He's definitely he's shifted more towards being a playmaker, and he can still score the basketball, but I'm not seeing that elite scoring talent as much. And that's kind of unfair. He's nursing this injury. He's trying to gel with a new team, but I mean, the efficiency just hasn't been there.
Okay.
At least not all the time. So when he starts to play at a more efficient clip, those bad misses on step back threes are going to feel a lot better when he's making layups and not just dribbling into people. Like, I can't have my number 2 option go 1 of 11. I just can't.
Yeah, that's bad.
You just can't do that. You're not Tobias Harris. You just can't do that. Apparently Tobias Harris can do anything, but
yeah. Yeah. Oh well.
Oh,
We'll see.
man.
We'll see. I feel like it's the same. I don't know. This is gonna be weird to say, but I feel like it's the same feeling that I had with the Eagles when they were going on their run to the Super Bowl. Like I was not trying to get my hopes up too much. I'm like, they're gonna screw this up somehow. Like they just
Oh,
are.
yeah,
They're gonna screw it up, and then they didn't. And now I'm kind of feeling that same thing with the Sixers right now. Like they're firing right now. Like they've got all the pieces minus the coach, and I'm just waiting for the explosion and then to get shit on by everybody at Dickinson. Like it's I'm just waiting for it.
And
so, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I want to say this one thing just so that it's somewhere on the record.
Yes.
So here's the thing. So either the Sixers are going to win tonight by like 20 or 30 points,
Mm-hmm.
or some people are going to be wishing that they live bet the Lakers midway through the third quarter when the Sixers were up 10 to 15 points, and then the Sixers end up losing by 2. That's what's going to happen. All right. Okay. It's either going to be a 1-possession loss after a blown lead in the second half by the Sixers, or it's going to be the biggest blowout that we've had this season.
Sure. I'm in.
Yeah, that feels right.
It does.
That feels right. But you want to know what feels even better, Sam?
Please tell me.
Walking barefoot or socked on a brand new floor from Wide Plank Floor Supply. There's nothing quite like it. And of course, they're the sponsor of the Hallmark segment of the Wolves of Broad Street podcast, the Doghouse. Of course, brought to you by Wide Plank Floor Supply. Visit their website at www.wideplankfloorsupply.com. Get a recommendation for a contractor. Get a quote. Wide Plank Floor Supply. If it's wide, they've got it. Sam, before we get into the Doghouse, I want some updates on Nailer Day. How did that go?
Yeah, I'm pulling that up right now, actually. So,
awesome.
The Nailer Day was last week, and it was the first time we had it in 3 years, which is unbelievable. I can't believe I can't believe that because it's such a fun day, and I hate missing it, but it's cool. So the number one guy his name is Ricardo Silva, who is a repeat winner. He's the reigning champ, and he maintained his title as fastest nailer with an amazing time of 2 minutes and 29 seconds.
That's disgusting.
Which is just unbelievable. I don't know the exact dimensions of like the board that they were like of the subfloor that they were working on.
Big enough, dude.
Yeah, it's big. Like it's okay. So Seamus G is saying it's a full bundle of white oak, which is I think 100 square feet. If I'm not, I think it's either 50 square feet or 100 square feet. I can't.
It's enough to be like a fucking task to sort through all the different lengths of wood and then put them together.
Yep.
I watched him. I do remember. See, I didn't realize that he won. I just saw that he beat his record on Instagram. But that is very exciting. Congratulations to Ricardo.
And the runner-up was Mr. Robert O'Connell, who is also a former winner. He won it so the first ever Nailer Day I remember, he was the winner, and then like the next 5 Nailer Days, he also won those. So
good Irish stock there.
Yes. And then this guy Ricardo Silva comes around and knocks him off the throne.
Sorry, pal.
Yeah, hey, I mean, Robert O'Connell he's aging, you know. Ricardo Silva is a young buck. He's not new to the game, but he's relatively young. And Robert O'Connell's getting up there in age, you know. So I wish we were there to like analyze this, you know.
Dude, I want to do a John Boy breakdown on this.
I know.
I'm sure if someone sent that in, like he would absolutely break it down if enough people.
We could do that for like a short. We could just hop on the mic one time and we can just do it. Like,
yeah, we can do things. Yeah. That's one thing that's absolutely true. But Sam, of course, I mean, we're in the doghouse. We might as well get to who's in the doghouse. And I'm gonna go first.
Yes, yeah, you should go first. I think that's right.
And I've got dating app socialists in the doghouse this week. I'm not even really like mad at people who use dating apps that are socialists. Like I don't even care that much. But I just had this interaction with this one young lady around my age, talking to her, and we started talking Friday. No big deal. Like, fun, cute, flirty, like playing game pigeon, 8-ball pool, word hunt,
Oh,
etc.
It's the most 21st century thing I think I've ever heard.
Absolutely. But we're having fun, and then we follow each other on Instagram on Sunday.
Nice.
I'm like, oh, little advancement,
Mm-hmm.
little advancement here. However, after that happens, I don't really hear from her for a couple days. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. And then I receive a text. Message. And before people would be like, oh, what are you complaining about? Rejection on a podcast? No, I'm not complaining about the rejection. I'm complaining about what you are about to see before you
pull it up. Receipts. Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes.
All right. So,
all right, let's close read this, Ryan. You just read it first, and then we'll dive in.
Hey, no, hold on. Let me. Because how do you Hey,
greetings.
Hey, I just want to be upfront and honest with something before anything goes too far. You seem great, and I did want to get to know you, but I think we have incompatible political views from something I saw on Instagram, and having similar political views is important to me. I think it would probably be best to part ways before anything goes too far. I'm sorry, and I wish you the best of luck with everything.
All right.
Oh, sorry, we'll leave this up here.
Let's leave that up there for a second.
Kind of go to the side here.
And we'll just scooch. First of all, yes, Seamus G is correct. Good sport. First and foremost, I think, is this was worded appropriately. But
it's a very nice message.
Yes, I agree. So let's break this down line by line. Hey, that's my favorite part is the hey, like and it's not just one exclamation point, it's two. And something that we look at very closely in the English department is punctuation. So now 2 exclamation points adds a whole different tone to a word or to a sentence.
Right.
And it's just a weird thing to have in a rejection message. Like it's just weird. And you just be like,
it doesn't set the tone at all.
No, it doesn't set the tone at all. This looks, if I just read that first part, I would be like, oh, awesome. She wants to hang out.
Oh, sick.
Oh, sweet. 2 exclamation points. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then you just keep reading. I just wanted to be upfront and honest with something before anything goes too far. Still totally not fair. Like I'm still not at the point of, oh shit, I'm getting rejected. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go, then the next sentence is where shit hits the fan.
Those 3 killer words right there.
You seem great. Oh, boom. Now you're done. Now you know you're toast. And it's just the rest of it is, well, the reasoning is totally bonkers. I think we can all agree on that.
No, look, I get there are people that are so wrapped up in their political worldview that, it's just a requirement. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. And that's honestly, fine. This is good. Me receiving this is good because then because it clearly wouldn't have worked out. Anyway,
I guess not. But the context is what's missing for the people listening.
That's what's so bothersome about this. I know it takes kind of a while to get around.
I looked through, and the key word here is incompatible political views from something I saw on Instagram. Ryan, I searched your Instagram for a good 10 minutes to try and find what could be so politically incompatible for this young lady. And I could not tell you what it was until Seamus G pointed it out right before the show. And it was a joke. Like it was
literally a joke.
Funny.
You can see the Instagram was posted in Prague, a city that was under Soviet occupation and rule for like half a century. It's clearly like a little cheeky. It's a little cheeky joke, cheeky.
But here's a little zinger.
Here's the thing. Like, I guess it's either that or I didn't have like a photo of me like glorifying Stalin. Like, I don't think I did enough. I think it was more of a lack of something than anything else. But
you think it was a lack of irony? Is that what it is?
I think it was I think I had a lack of pro-socialist posts. I think I needed to actively present socialist. Otherwise, she's like, he's fucking alt-right. I don't see a black square on his account, so so I don't know.
All right. But yeah, what a weird, just a weird text message, man. Like, I'm glad we broke that down. And yeah, that's part of the picture. I mean, like that's
this is
part
the
of the post he's
politics.
talking about.
That's the guess, but hey,
Yeah,
life is good. Sam, who you got in the doghouse this week?
All right, this week I've got St. Norbert College, the powerhouse in Wisconsin. Let's see. So St. Norbert College is a lowly Division III school, much like Dickinson, except a little further west. It's in Wisconsin, and we played them down in Florida for spring training. And so game one, we were playing in a doubleheader at this really nice stadium. It's actually the stadium where I believe Major League 2 was filmed, and shit movie, but regardless. And it's where the Indians used to have their spring training, which is pretty cool. It was right by our hotel. We got to play there. It was awesome. And so we're playing 2 games against this team that I've never heard of in my entire life, St. Norbert College. So I look them up before the game. All right, they're from Wisconsin, so they're probably pretty good. Those are corn-fed men. And we get out there and we smack the shit out of them. First game, it was. I got the score pulled up right here. Hold on. It's oh wait, no, that was never mind. So we beat them 7-5 game one, but it was the score was deceitful. We beat them pretty bad. Game 2, we kill them. Like, it was, I think, in the 5th inning, 17-3, I believe. And so in the 5th inning, like, the umpires call the game because, we're playing a tournament. Like, it's mercy rule. Like, there's generally no mercy rule, like, in NCAA, like college, but this is just spring training. So, like, you don't want to finish that game.
Yeah.
And so we get out, we get off the field, we get back to the hotel, shower up and stuff. And coach calls us down to the lobby and he's like, hey, that game that we just played didn't count. St. Norbert is protesting the game because we didn't play the full 7 innings. So in college, you do, in D3, if you're going to play a doubleheader, you play 2 7s, much like Major League Baseball, but they just got rid of that rule because it was dumb. And it is dumb, but we're Division III baseball players and we don't give a shit.
Exactly. A little less.
Yeah, like, it just doesn't make any sense for a Division III baseball program to be playing 2 9s unless it's conference. Like, in conference play, we play 2 9-inning games.
Just go ahead and, like, shred some kids' arms to
against like, just
fucking Norberts. Yeah,
great idea. They were clearly out of pitching. Like, their shortstop just got on the mound and, like, was starting to pitch because they had no more arms. And so the umpire's like, yeah, we're done. Like, this game's over. St. Norbert calls up the NCAA and says, hey, this game shouldn't count. We didn't play the full 7 innings. And the NCAA was like, okay. So due to rule, I'm going to pull this up, NCAA Rule 5.7.c, the game is nullified. Game's canceled on our record. Doesn't count as a win for us. Doesn't count as a loss for them because we didn't play the full 7 innings. Now, what kind of losers need to not have that on their record just because they didn't play the full? You guys, they were getting the shit kicked out of them. Like, we were mashing baseballs all across the park. Dude, I was going to get in that bat. I don't play. I was about to get in that bat. And they were pissy and they cried to the NCAA and said, this shouldn't count.
What a bunch of snitches.
Like, what? Who are you? Like, what? And if you're the coach, like, what are you teaching your players? Like, that this is okay? That, like, you're getting the shit kicked out of you so bad? Like, nope, doesn't count. Like, what is that? It's such a pussy move.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so now our record says we are 9-5. We are actually 10-5. And the worst part about that is, like, all of those stats that we put up that we were stat padding and stuff don't longer count in existence. We had we had like 2 guys who were 3 for 3. We had one guy hit his first career college home run. Doesn't count. Like, it's.
So look, if they were such little bitches about it, why didn't they tell the ump no? Because they just didn't want. So they they weaseled out. They accepted it.
Yeah.
They're like, no, it's fine. We'll just end it. and then bitched about it. See, I think the NCAA is so good at telling like players when they make a mistake, like, oh, like you did a little something wrong and like, oh, you fixed it. It doesn't matter. You literally have no more eligibility. Sorry. Yep. Meanwhile, you go ahead and you do this. Like it's what a joke of an organization.
Yeah. So St. Norbert in the doghouse, my man.
Yeah.
I guess I could have just as well put the NCAA in there. Oh, but the other best part is I looked at Rule 5.7.c. Nowhere does that rule applies to like rainouts. Like it doesn't even apply to like there nowhere in there does it say that like a mercy rule like
could be time to file an appeal.
Could be.
I'll get cracking on it.
My lawyer for the NCAA, Dickinson College representative Ryan Conley.
Absolutely, Squire.
Yeah, St. Norbert, dude, and like the other, like it's a spring training game. Like, who cares? We got smacked by just the day before we got smacked by Utica, 19-9, and that game ended before the 7th inning. Like, who cares? We got shit pushed in.
That's what happens sometimes.
Like, who cares?
That's the way it goes.
Anyways, that's the doghouse.
Yeah, that's going to do it for the Doghouse, brought to you by Wide Plank Floor Supply. Visit their website at www.wideplankfloorsupply.com. Get a recommendation for a contractor. Get a quote. Wide Plank Floor Supply. If it's wide, they've got it. Go check out their showroom warehouse out in KOP, King of Prussia. Holy shit, so many planks, dude.
So many
planks. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, so many planks. Yeah. Sam, speaking of wood.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of laying the wood.
Yeah.
Baseball is back. Phillies have some spring training games under their belt. And most importantly, Samuel, we're over the luxury tax, baby.
Oh, man. I never thought we'd see the day that we went over the luxury tax, dude. We are now the 4th highest payroll in all of baseball. And not a single player on that team can field a ground ball. I'm so excited.
Dude, it's going to be incredible. It's going to be like the Phillies defense is going to be like the show, like if there was a glitch, but like every time.
It's going to be horrible, dude. And
dude, if it gets really bad, I'm going to start putting together like low light compilations every week. Like if it's really that bad, like
that's going to be awesome. No, I think, the Phillies, I've just seen this movie before, Ryan. I've seen it so many times. The Phillies organization is like, we're just going to have to out hit everybody. Like we don't have to worry about a bullpen. We don't got to worry about defense. Just as long as we mash baseballs, that's going to be fine. Guys, that's not how baseball works.
Sam, yes, it is.
That's not how baseball works because you can go on the coldest streak and like hitting is like no other thing in sports, dude. Like Bryce Harper we're not going to take Bryce Harper. Rhys Hoskins, very good hitter, right? Gets on base. He's got a great bat. He hits bombs. He's a very good gap to gap hitter. Rhys Hoskins is one of the best hitters right now. Like I would say Rhys Hoskins is a top 20 hitter in the MLB, right? Which would be a top 20 hitter in the world, right? So one of the top 20 hitters in the world had an 0 for 33 streak at one point in his career.
That was nutty, dude.
No pitcher is going to have 33 bad games in a row. So why are we relying on offense when clearly defense and like pitching are gonna get us is like what makes teams good.
Because our bullpen is gonna be league average, and that's all we need.
That's fine. You know what? I'm not so much worried about the bullpen as most people are. I'm more worried about like defense. Like defense will lose us baseball games because good teams take advantage. Dude, I'm telling you, good teams take advantage of free 90s. They do. And we won't make it very far in the playoffs if we can't play defense. Simple as that. The bullpen, on the other hand, not as bad as everybody thinks it's going to be. And by everybody, I mean everybody who's not a Phillies fan. Because you take a look. We just signed Brad Hand and Urias Familia. Urias Familia and Jose Alvarado are two very, very similar pitchers. They're both effectively wild, which is one of my favorite phrases in baseball.
That's the greatest.
Brad Hand has had a little bit of a decline the past 2 seasons, but he was a stud for the Brewers. He was up for a Cy Young a couple years ago, and he's a great addition. Familia, a great addition. Alvarado hopefully has got his shit figured out. Sir Anthony Dominguez looked phenomenal the other day, already topping 98, 99, consistently around 96, 97, which is awesome. He's got a great changeup. He's looking great. He's looking awesome. Granted, it's just spring training. Not trying to hype anything up too much. He's still got to prove that he can do it on the big stage. No problem. But things are looking good there. Connor Brogdon got his shit pushed in last year.
Yeah,
I think he's got it. I think he's got it figured out. I looked at the metrics today. I don't exactly. I forget.
You've studied the numbers, the data.
I looked at some of the Rapsodo stuff. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like a machine that you put like in front.
Does Rapsodo? Does each letter stand for a different word?
No, it's the company name. Yeah, Sam Glavin, a numbers guy, but he was consistently, 96, 97. And just looking at that guy, like he's a twig, and he's pumping 96, 97. Like that's awesome. Great slider. He's got a great. I think he's gonna have a really good year this year, and I have no problem with our starting rotation either. Really, you go Zach Wheeler is opening day starter. Hopefully, well, you know what? You could probably do Aaron Nola to opening day starter just because he's like the farm system guy. But Zach Wheeler is realistically your number 1 starter, right? So you got Zach Wheeler, number 1, Aaron Nola, number 2, Eflin probably number 3, and then you go and Suarez or Gibson can go 4 or 5. Doesn't really matter. Probably go Suarez then Gibson. If you want to pick up another starter and throw Suarez back into the bullpen just for, insurance, because he can get it done.
He can.
I'm cool with that, but it looks like he's going to be a starter. So
he's good enough to do that. I'm excited to see the staff because, we had – what do we have? We had a bullpen game every 5 games for like half the season last year.
Yeah.
Like it was painful to watch. So this is going to be the best our pitching staff top to bottom has been since I started caring about baseball again, which was about 3 years ago. So
I totally agree. And we've got our hopefuls out of the picture. Nick Pavetta's long gone. You got Spencer Howard's gone too. So we don't have to worry. I was thinking about him.
He's with the Rangers now, right?
He is with the Rangers. I think he's still with the Rangers.
I know that's where we sent him.
JD Hammer's gone.
Good.
We don't have to worry about him anymore.
We need to get the memes off the team. We have to get them off the team. Dude, just get actual baseball players.
I wanted him to be good so badly.
Dude, yeah. How could you not? The guy's whole vibe is incredible.
It's so great. And
but
his name, the glasses, now he sucked.
Cheeks.
Yeah. I don't even know where he's at right now. He's somewhere. Who cares?
But Sam,
what's up?
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do the Phillies make the playoffs this year?
Yes.
We break the 10-year streak?
I think they do. I think this lineup is good enough. I think if they just play below average defense, I think we'll make the playoffs, because that defense is going to be so horribly bad that it could be historic. It could be.
Here's
could be
the thing,
historically
Sam.
bad defense.
For every free base someone will get, that's a home run. Just think of it that way.
Ugh, I don't want to think of it.
I'm amending my video compilation idea. It'll be a Nick Castellanos air. Is it Castellanos or Castellanos? People say both, and I get confused.
I've said both. People say both. I don't think he cares.
Nicky C. I don't think he cares about fucking anything.
He doesn't care about anything.
Did you see him in the press conference today?
Yes. So good.
What a beast. But every clip, it's going to be like a fielding error and then a home run. And then going to be that's going to be that's it. That's what this is going to be.
Yeah, thank God we have the universal DH now. Like, could you imagine how bad our defense would be without the universal DH?
Dude. Holy shit.
Like, holy man. Like we have
Oh
to find
my-
a place. We have to find a place for Castellanos and Kyle Schwarber in the field, and neither of them do any of that.
Why would you do that?
Along with Alec Boehm and Reese Hoskins. We have a team of 5 DHs.
Dude, I'm telling you, let Wheeler hit for himself.
Oh my God.
Let Wheeler hit for himself, dude.
Stop.
And then, I mean, who do we have at center? Oh yeah, center field.
Center field. Yeah, that's the other problem.
Oh my
see.
God.
I have
Nobody
no
cares about
idea.
center field, right? That's not a real position.
No, it's not an important position. Scholarships only and contracts only go up the middle of the field. Like it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. No, center field is a problem, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if Hazley has got I don't know if Hazley is gonna be
Who?
there. I don't know. Adam Hazley.
I know. Him,
I don't-
Mickey.
No,
Oh,
he's not
Mickey,
making
you're
the
so
team.
fine.
He's not making the team.
already
Matt
hating
Vierling.
He's
Who
good.
knows? He had a great last third of the season. In the games he played, he hit like 385, which is pretty good. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Interesting.
Seamus G, this is a wild take. I'm gonna read this out loud just so you know. Harper moves over to center field, Castellanos in right field, Schwarber in left field, and Nick Maton at DH. Now there's a lot in there.
Seek
There's
God.
a lot.
You need to seek the Lord, my brother in Christ. This is the team that you root for.
Yeah, this is that's bad. I would much rather.
Where's Maton at though? Is he just out the picture though?
He won't be in the starting lineup. He'll make the team. I think he'll be a utility guy that you throw in there. Dude, Luke Williams got DFA'd for Castellanos. I wanted him to come off the bench too.
Duke Chilliams got
Yeah,
DFA'd?
Duke Chilliams. Man. He got DFA'd. He got DFA'd for Castellanos. I mean,
Kingery center field.
No. That guy is going to be a Lehigh Valley Iron Pig for his entire career.
For life.
You should get that exchanged for a Pigs jersey.
Do you think I can get these letters? They should have a Pigs trade in that. Dude, that'd be so fucked up. Just a line of people that lining up at the stadium to go see a Pigs game.
For players.
Just trading in Kingery's jersey, and Kingery's there. He's just like, oh no.
Kingery's got to sign them all too. That's punishment.
Hey man, he's making so much money. He might as fucking well, right?
Dude, he is living the life right now. He's got to play AAA baseball in a beautiful ballpark in beautiful Lehigh Valley, Allentown, Pennsylvania. And all he's got to do is show up, put on for the crowd, and earn $10 million. Like
that's 200.
Yeah. Steal a couple bags here and there, be average, and nobody's gonna care because everybody's already given up on him.
Dude, he figured it out, man. How many years are left on his deal?
I don't know. Too many.
4.
Too many.
It's got to be like 4.
Yeah, I think
because we signed him to a 6-year deal when I bought the jersey. That's why I bought the jersey, right? I thought it was a 6-year deal. So he's got 3 or 4. What a goddamn fucking
genius.
Big
brain. The Alex Moran of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's not wrong at all.
Yeah.
That could be a Photoshop. That could be something.
Anyways, yeah, the lineup is going to look good, though, man. You'll have Schwarber leading off. Oh, I can't wait to have just leadoff bomb after leadoff bomb, or just him getting on base and then having Castellanos and Bryce Harper hit behind him. Like, it's just going to be so great. Not to mention Gene Segura and JT Realmuto are they're going to be at like the bottom of the lineup.
Yeah, that's what's so great is we finally have see, we've been trying to out hit teams with guys that like can't actually hit. Yeah. That's not true. But now we have 2 more guys that are elite hitters. So I think if any team, we really are going like Yankees Bombers approach.
Yeah.
Which is just, but like not nearly as much money.
No.
We could get a little more.
Well, close. We're pretty close.
I don't want to get greedy, John, but we could do more.
Hey, I would just love to have like a center fielder. Just
Dude,
any
by the
fan
way,
motive.
Chris Bryant, I like, how funny is it that he just went and got all that money with the Rockies, and then we signed 2 players for less than the amount that he got
Yes.
paid?
So great. So
Awesome.
I cannot believe that like we were all saying like fuck you Dave, like screw you John Middleton, and then they both go and do this. They pull this Howie Roseman-esque type deal, and it's just awesome. Yes, the deal zone, the money zone,
And they're
and
oh man,
it's literally like I don't know why Chris Bryant just mailed it in. He just was like, yeah, let me give me my check, and I'm just gonna go.
what did Albert Pujols do?
I guess he mailed it in too.
Same thing.
Yeah, he did.
Then
he
waited until he was like 50 to try and play.
Yeah. Chris Bryant. Oh, I was going to say Chris Bryant didn't have a ring yet, but he did. He got one with the Cubs. And then, but Albert Pujols did his. Albert Pujols was a great baseball player for the Cardinals.
Oh no, yeah, but then he was just like, let me go get as much money as humanly possible.
Yes,
I
don't think Chris Bryant was at that level yet. I think he needed another championship or so.
I think he needed to be like, because he's still productive. Like he can still be productive. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't. We got Nick. Dude, I love that we have, like, I mean, Nick Castellanos is a meme, but in like a good way.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
It's incredible.
He's so great. I'm so excited to see this lineup.
I'm excited for him to piss on baseballs and piss on the media as well. That I can't wait for. Dude, baseball. I hate baseball writers, so I can't wait for baseball writers to get absolutely shit on by Nick Castellanos. It is going to be. I'm going to watch every post game presser. Like I'm not even going to watch the games.
Oh man,
that's going to be fireworks.
I'm hype. I'm very very hype. I don't even know. There's just so I can't even put together like a lineup for you yet because it's just going to be so wrong because I have no idea who's going to be playing center field. I can give you an idea. Like Bryce Harper's probably going to hit third. Kyle Schwarber's definitely going to lead off. Then you probably put Castellanos hitting second, maybe. So you go Schwarber, Castellanos, Harper, Hoskins, JT, and then I don't know where it goes. Probably Segura.
Then Didi.
And then Didi and Bohm. Yeah. Well, but I don't want Bohm hitting last. Like he's slow. Then you probably put Vierling or whoever's playing center who has wheels hitting ninth, which is insane. So Alec Bohm or Didi is going to hit eighth. Like how wild is that there are eighth best hitters?
This is the kind of lineup that we've needed to achieve this philosophy that we've been trying to do.
Yeah.
And now we have it.
I know I said I wasn't going to put together like a lineup, but I totally just did.
And you did. I like it. It's a good lineup. So
it's a great lineup. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, man. There's not too much to analyze there. It's going to be awesome to watch. And playing at CBP, there are going to be asses in seats just for that lineup. I'll tell you that.
Dude, it's going to suck to try and pay for tickets now.
Yeah, it is. And you know what I should have done? I should have jumped on that $50 a month promo just to get
sold out.
Remote. It's already all sold out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I should have done
$50 a month for all of the home games all the time, just for standing room only. Like I would do that in my sleep. Like if I wasn't leaving the state, I mean, I don't know if I'm leaving the state yet, but
yeah, exactly.
More than likely I'm going to be having a job in the South somewhere. And I won't be able to go to games. But like if I were to work, say like somewhere in the area, I would have done that in
an instant.
So awesome. Just standing room. All you got to do. There's so many nice places to sit out there. You can just sit, have like a standing, like one of those tables, a couple beers, and watch the game from the outfield or watch the game from, down or like in the concourse behind home plate. Like who cares? Like that's
better
awesome.
seats are like, those standing room only tickets become like tickets with a seat, like, 5 innings in when you realize.
Oh like, yeah, absolutely. Or if they don't fill them
goddamn games.
Yeah. It'll be awesome, man.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be great. I can't wait for baseball to come back, and I can't believe it. I think my childhood love of baseball is being returned by you know what?
Reeling you back in.
Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in.
Yes,
that's exactly what the Phillies have done. That's exactly what baseball's done. And Sam, I'm gonna pull someone in right now. I'm gonna pull our very own Seamus G in here.
Yes. Please do.
Because, of course, everybody, it's time for Seamus Says. Seamus G, How the hell are you, pal?
I'm doing great. How are you, gentlemen?
Doing awesome.
Doing good.
Mashing baseballs. Let's go.
I'm so excited. I haven't been this excited since like 05 when I was 9 years old.
That's a long time.
Yeah, dude. Like literally Jim Tomey was at bat.
That's
so,
a few presidential administrations ago.
Yeah, that was definitely. We've seen a lot of change in this country since then.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a poem for Schwarber. It's called Schwarber the Swashbuckler. Can't wait to cheer on the Phils and Schwarber as the weather gets warmer and the other fans become mourners. Their teams cannot compare to our batting order with a litany of lads that double as mortars. Launching baseballs across the Atlantic, baseball exporters. Welcome to the team, Mr. Kyle Schwarber, and hopefully this year isn't more 500 torture.
Shame. That was just. I think that's your best one yet.
Line was straight bars.
I think that's your best one yet.
Yeah.
I do. I love that one.
Launching baseballs, baby.
That's what it's gonna sound like, dude. We're gonna have to start drawing like smiley faces and messages on them, like they do like in the military. I saw someone say, I think I saw Fink tweet out like bombs over Broad instead of bombs over Baghdad.
Ooh,
which is like,
can we get Andre 3000 for that?
Dude, we get 3 stacks in the mix.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed.
Dude, he just goes around and plays the flute these days. He's not doing anything.
That's also true. He's probably also a Braves fan, so
fuck it.
Braves are in shambles right now, dude.
Yeah, it happened to the Nationals. Like they won a chip and then they got gutted.
They unloaded.
Is it like
Is
it that hard to put a team together? Yeah.
You know what I just thought of?
What?
So think about the bottom of our order, right? So you've got Gene Segura and Didi Gregorius and Alec Boehm, all guys that can get on base relatively well, right? And then you loop right back up to the top, and who do you got? You got Kyle Schwarber. Think about a bases loaded bomb from Kyle Schwarber who's hitting leadoff.
I mean, it happened with Boston, didn't it?
Yeah, you're damn right, it did.
Yeah.
I've been watching the highlights. I'm excited for Schwarber.
Dude, Schwarber.
Oh, man.
Dude.
Yeah, man. It's exciting times in the city of Philadelphia.
That's the thing. So the biggest thing, the thing for this lineup is going to be approach, because like the approach for the plate, like for this lineup, has to be fastball seeking, like just nail the, because the pitchers aren't going to be like, oh, I can't throw. You can't throw first pitch curveballs. You can't pitch backwards to everybody, which is what you would normally do if these guys were in their normal spots in a normal lineup, right? So they're just going to have to pitch them like they're just any other scrubs, because you're not going to be able to pitch backwards for the whole fucking game.
Right.
And you're fucked.
So like, it's going to be awesome. Like, we're just going to see gap to gap fucking doubles and like, it's going to, I can't wait to watch this team hit, dude. It's going to be sick.
It's crazy to think that like you can go 2 innings. Say you somehow get a 1-2-3 inning. Sorry, buddy. Like,
sorry, you still gotta
these other 3 menaces.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
And then you just finally get through the bottom of our order, which is Didi Gregorius, Alec Boehm, and
your ass is sore. And then guess what?
And then you just go right back up to the top, and you got Schwarber, Castellanos, Bryce Harper, Rhys Hoskins, JT. It's just so great.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's gross.
Oh Lord! I think
you know what's not beautiful, gentlemen?
What?
The Philadelphia Flyers.
Dog.
No,
dude.
I didn't think we were gonna talk about that.
Yeah, it's my thing, so I'm gonna do
it. All right, thanks everybody for listening to this edition.
Dang, I just got the hook.
No, not you. It's definitely not you.
Yeah, no, they're an AHL team. We just traded away our franchise cornerstone for the last decade plus, and we got peanuts for it. Doesn't seem like there's a plan at all. So, we're having fun. But guess what? Nick Castellanos and Kyle Schwarber are Philadelphia Phillies.
Yes, sir.
So
I can't believe I didn't wear my Phillies jersey. I'm an asshole. Jesus.
Yeah, I went Sixers because I figured Phillies would be represented. I didn't want to double down too heavy on the Phillies,
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, well. I finally got my Rhys Hoskins jersey back. I lent it to somebody, and I finally just got it back the other day.
It's always risky.
I know, dude. I don't know why I did it, but I figured I might be getting a new one anyways, so I don't know. If I were to get a new jersey for the Phillies, who do you think it should be?
Dude, I can't say no to a Castellanos powder blue, dude. Like, I don't know.
Dude, that guy's going to look so sick in a powder uniform.
Dog. Just wait. I need Kyle Schwarber in the Saturday night specials, all maroon.
Oh yeah,
dude. People are like, those are ugly, and we lost in them. I'm like, dude, literally nobody gives a fuck. They're sick. Bring them back. I need 10 home games a year.
So my next jersey is definitely gonna be a powder blue, no question about it. But I'm leaning also towards a cream jersey of some sort because I love your Bryce Harper cream jersy.
Both great options. It looked good on you on the intro.
In the intro video, that's what I'm saying. It looked pretty good.
Castellanos cream.
It could be. It's a potential. He's gonna be here for 5 years.
Or do you do throwback? Do you go for a?
That's
throwback?
what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I do a
safe.
throwback because it's safe and
you like a
I've
rose.
had such a horrible track record with, and I say this I think pretty much every episode. Like I have such a theory of buying jerseys for players. Carson Wentz, dude. Rhys Hoskins for a little bit there. Hopefully he breaks out this year. Ryan's got a Kingery jersey, dude. And Seamus G has an Aaron.
Dude, I have a Nola, Ben Simmons, and Carson Wentz jersey.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Who do I have? I have Kingery. I have Deshaun Jackson, and we all know how that went. Both she got cut, and then it just wasn't pretty from there. Mm-hmm. Cody Parkey, what the fuck? Carson Wentz, obviously. I got and Travis Konechny.
Oh yeah,
it's not bad, but
but then Sixers are all Sixers. I have Dr. J.
Dr. J. Yeah, I used to have Embiid. I lost it. Thank God I did, or else he probably wouldn't be on the Sixers anymore.
Dude. Yeah. I literally was like, I think I might get an Embiid jersey. My dad was like, no, you're not ruining this for me.
So I don't know. And I think having a Bryce Harper jersey would be fine just because he's going to be here for like 13 more years.
He was an MVP in our jerseys.
Yeah, he was an MVP. So I think a Bryce Harper jersey is fine, right?
Dude,
I can get
it's all bullshit. Buy whatever jersey you want.
Yeah, you're right.
It's all bullshit. I see so many dumb fucking people walking around in jerseys, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck these people. I deserve a jersey too. Why am I withholding enjoyment from myself? You know,
I would, however, rock a Carlos Ruiz jersey.
Well, that's just kind of a no-brainer, honestly. I think a Chooch jersey.
Yes. I would need to. I am gonna, as soon as we hop off here, I'm gonna start searching for a cheap one. I wouldn't be opposed to a Ryan Howard jersey. I was a huge Ryan Howard fan when I was younger.
You loved his swing. You talked about it every time we got together.
Yep, I just loved his swing. I loved wearing number 6 too. Wearing number 6 was cool. Not only was it my dad's number in college, but then I also got to say, yeah, I'm wearing Ryan Howard's number because like I'm the man. So
remember when I said I didn't like? I was like, I don't love the number 6 as a jersey number, and I literally have my Dr. J jersey on the wall behind me, and I'm like, well, I mean, come on, like, what am I? I'm gonna tell Dr. J change his number. No.
Mm-hmm. But I think for the Carlos Ruiz jersey, I would have to go pins. I think you gotta go pins for Carlos Ruiz.
Go
or cream. Or cream. Could
straight
do cream.
Gray.
I hate those gray jerseys, dude. I hate them.
So bad.
I hate those gray uniforms, dude.
I mean, great.
You have to have them, but I hate them.
We could do better with them.
Yeah. I would rather have the and here's and I'm against these jerseys for. I'd rather have the spring training jerseys for away games than the grays.
No, dude.
No. Bad take.
No, it's not a
Ooh,
bad.
tomato.
No, it's fine. Because that looks fine with the gray pants. The red on the gray looks good. You can still
The
wear
red
the
on
gray
the-
pants, but you just have to wear the red jersey. The gray on the gray is terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Anyways, yeah. Anything else, guys?
No, I think that just about does it.
Go Birds.
Alrighty then.
Draft
Yeah,
Georgia
go
players.
Birds. We did. This is the first episode we haven't talked about the Eagles in years. Thanks everybody for listening to this edition of the Wolves of Barrage Street podcast. As always, my name is Sam Glavin. You can follow me at SamGlavin06. Follow my wartime consigliere, Ryan Conway, at Ryan Conway76. And, of course, our producer, Seamus G, at Shamelessly SG. Follow the Wolves of Broad Street on all social media platforms at Wolves Abroad ST. Check out thelibertyline.com and follow them on Twitter at LibertyLinePHL. Why Playing Floor Supply. Big shouts to them for having the Nailer Day thing. I want to do that. I want to do a little short about Nailer Day soon enough. And yeah, Shams G, close us down.